Hello everyone, welcome to DOJIMA OmniChain Summit. So for all the Dojimans out here who have been following us for the last 3 years, you don't need this context. But for new people who are new to Dojima community, who are joining in Dojima community, I have met few people who wanted to build on top of Dojima infrastructure. So good to meet you guys. So this introduction is for you. So we started out back in 2022. So 2022 was all about building, and we launched our testnet at the end of 2022, and we launched our StageNet and early of 2023. And 2023 was all about growth. So we've onboarded a lot of protocols. So we've organized hackathons all around the globe, and we had events all around the globe, and we have OG speaking at our events, and we have onboarded a lot of protocols on top of our StageNet as well. And as we all know, Web3 expands at a very, very rapid pace. So along with Web3, along with the fast expansion of Web3, our vision also expanded, is synonymous to it. So today, I will be presenting our expanded vision, which we are building to bring together the whole of Web3 together. So Web3 used to be very, very simple when fragmentation was just at the chain level. So previously, we started out to solve this part specifically to the fragmentation between different L1s. So you see the three major L1s out here, and then there are a lot of other L1s that's ever increasing set of L1s out there. But now the space is expanding at a very rapid pace, and then now you have rollups, now you have L2s, now you have side chains. So, and a lot more, and new acronyms are coming in every day, and these chains are getting launched on top of these L1s. So I just focused on three major L1s out here, but new L1s keep launching, and these rollup ecosystems also keep launching on top of these new L1s. So there's no cap to it. It keeps on growing. And when we talk about applications, so these applications are getting built on top of these rollups, these side chains, on top of these segregated ecosystems, which adds additional layer of fragmentation. So to get it into concept, so you have fragmentation at the chain level, then you have fragmentation at the rollup level, and then the apps on top of these rollups and side chains are also fragmented. So in such a scenario where there is no stop to the growth or the new chains that are getting launched or new applications that are getting launched, so there needs to be a structure for all of these applications to have a common interface, or make it easier for these applications to make use of the Web3. Or now let's say the next wave, according to our prediction, is to make the Web3 space big. We need to get in the traditional players. We need to get in the Web2 players, the Web2 companies into the Web3 space. And this is not something that those companies would be expecting. So we need to make our space, our Web3 space, very easier for them to use. So to make that, so we need to bring together all of these L1s, L2s, L3s together and have a structured way for applications to launch on top of this web. So this we feel is the solution for the whole of the Web3 space. That is what we are building at DOJIMA Foundation. We're introducing the OmniChain Web. So OmniChain Web is a universal framework for streamlined chain abstraction and cross-layer interaction. So OmniChain Web primarily has these four components, which we call the Ragno network, the proof network, and the OmniChain engine, and the OmniChain stack, and along with the builder marketplace. I'll dive deep into each of these components so that you understand the importance of each of them and how all of them together bring the whole Web3 space together and offer it as a service for the Web2 companies, or making it easier for newcomers into the space. So starting with Ragno network. Ragno network is the base of our infrastructure. Ragno means spider in Italian. So similarly, Ragno network weaves together all the L1s and L2s out there, and there's the base layer, and there's more of an infrastructure layer where it is bringing together all these L1s and L2s and making the node running or operational costs very minimal, and it's completely decentralized. So this is the layer that is bringing together all of these L1s, L2s, and any other new L1s and L2s also can be part of the Ragnar network, and that is completely decentralized and permissionless. Next, we have the proof network and the OmniChain engine. So OmniChain engine, you can think of OmniChain engine as the glue that sticks together all the other components like the proof network or the Ragnar network and the OmniChain sequencer or rollups. So this is the layer that enables message passing or token transfers between all the layers that are connected. And next we have the proof network, which is a combination of multiple ZKVMs. It could be public ZKVMs as well as generalized ZKVMs and custom ZKVMs according to the custom applications that are getting built on top of the proof network. So together, both of them would enable proof generation and proof verification for whatever the transaction that is being executed either on top of rollups or L2s or between the L1s. Next, we have the OmniChain stack. So this is where we will be launching in OmniChain versions of multiple rollup stacks that we already have. So we already are working closely with top rollup stack providers in order to convert existing stacks into OmniChain versions of themselves. And we have the very important component over here we call the Omni sequencer. So the Omni sequencer has multiple modules in it, so that enable few of the most important aspects that are required at the L2 level, which we can say is atomic execution between. So we have the simulation module and the execution routine module. So both of them together enable atomic execution between all of the rollups that are connected to the Omni sequencer. And one other most important and critical issue that the industry is currently facing is interoperability between clusters. So we have a lot of clusters. So we have the Optimism cluster, Arbitrum cluster, ZK Sync cluster, and many other clusters out there. So each and every one of these clusters is individual, and there is no proper communication possible right now between all of these clusters. So what Omni sequencer does is, now if you convert a rollup on any of these clusters into an Omni rollup, if you convert a rollup of another cluster as well, so both of those clusters, as you can see here on the first key, so both of those clusters are connected through the Omni sequencer, and developers building on top of the DOJIMA infrastructure is now able to communicate between all of these clusters. And also developers building on top of one cluster also could make transactions, message transfers or token transfers to another clusters out there. The final and the most important one where majority of the builders come in is the builder marketplace. So builder marketplace right now is a combination of two marketplaces, which we call the TEE marketplace and the solver marketplace. So TEE marketplace is the trusted execution environment. So this is where the applications or solvers that are being built by builders get deployed. And the solver marketplace, multitude of solvers could be developed over here by using existing APIs or existing solvers as well. So both of them together enable a complete solver marketplace where multiple intents could be addressed coming from a wide variety of applications. And I'll go a little bit deep onto the applications as well that we would be dealing here. As I said, so the core focus of us is scaling the OmniChain web, so which we have been doing for the last couple of months already. So we've onboarded all the top L1s into our stack, and we're also in talks with multiple of the top rollup stacks as well in order to convert them into OmniChain versions of themselves and then onboard them onto our infrastructure. And at the builder marketplace level, as I just mentioned, so we are majorly focusing at intent-centric applications, which we would be onboarding through multiple of our partners, as well as we launched a builder marketplace application, which enables building these intent-centric applications on top of our builder marketplace. Next, we're majorly focusing on AI agents. So what we believe is 1 year down the line, so agents, AI agents, are the ones that would be executing these transactions on behalf of users rather than we manually executing a transaction. So when we express an intent, these AI agents execute transactions, take care of all of our transactions on our behalf. So that's what we believe. And in that direction, we are creating a unified interface for all of these AI agents to interact with the whole of Web3. So all the layers that I explained, the OmniChain web, which is bringing together all the components of the Web3, now this is being supplied to this interface where these AI agents and Indian-centric applications could leverage the whole of the Web3 space, and we're making it really, really easy for them. So we are right now working on our flagship product. This will be announced soon, but I'll just give you a glimpse of the importance of it. This product of ours would blur the lines between Web 2 and Web 3. So it makes all these Web 2 companies and all the traditional companies, make it so easy for them to use or leverage all the different chains and the whole of the Web 3 space. I'd like to end my presentation with a kick-ass video that is created by Fluid Studios. Shout out to Fluid Studio, guys. So it's a crazy video. So explaining the whole stack that I just did, but in a short and crisp way.
Web3 is a mess right now. L1s and L2s barely talk to each other, making it tough to move assets or execute actions across multiple ecosystems. It's like trying to connect dots that just don't align. That's where DOJIMA Foundation steps in to make everything click and build an interconnected financial web. It all starts with the Ragno Network, a decentralized marketplace weaving L1s together. It offers unified access points, making it easier to move assets across chains and supporting cross-chain protocols and OmniChain applications. But connectivity needs trust. That's where the Proof Network and OmniChain engine come in. This ZK proving layer acts like a shield, enabling verifiable, secure transactions across chains and ensuring reliable proof distribution. This foundation supports the OmniChain stack, transforming traditional L2s into OmniChain rollups. It's all about breaking silos and enabling verifiable computations that work seamlessly across networks. And let's not forget the builders. The Builder Marketplace completes the ecosystem by solving intents without relying on imperative chains, making it easier for developers to create custom OmniChain solutions. DOJIMA Foundation isn't just fixing a broken system, it's building a seamless, scalable, and open financial web. Ready for a world where Web3 finally works together?
So we're building an open, seamless financial web, which we call the OmniChain web. So we've got our docs ready already. You can go to dojima.foundation and check out our docs if you have any questions on how to integrate your protocol into the infrastructure. So you can integrate at any level of our stack. So it's really easy. Please take contacts of our team members if you want to integrate into our infrastructure so that we can help you with the integration process later. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.